Hi there, I'm Kathy Crow, and this is the Crow Cottage. It's very cold here today. I went out and took some pictures of the garden because I wanted to see what was left. We've got, our impatiens all went down. But if you go over to Tri-City Crow Garden, you'll see what was left. There's some good stuff. Anyway, so for those of you who are sharing my video, I appreciate that. Today I'm gonna do the tags and tidings. I've been kind of every day thinking, let's do this because it's really a good one. You'll want to buy it if you like this stuff. And so for sharing my video, some people I have a chance here to win. So we're just gonna see who it is, and this is my wonderful daughter-in-law, Abelyn. Thank you for sharing my video. You get a prize, and so I will be sending that on Monday. And I'm gonna get that out of the way and swing me down because I'm gonna move us so that you can see the big shot. Okay, so for this tags and tidings stamp, it's one stamp, and this is the big shot. I'm going to move it out of the way for now because I am going to use it, but just not at the moment. And so I need to, here's my little mug holder. We'll get that out of the way. And all of these parts go to the big shot, and I'll get that out and tell you what that's all about in a moment. This is the stamp. It's one big giant stamp. It has all these wonderful tags. I love them. There's this, they're little, okay? They're just really cool. So I'm gonna just stamp it really quick and get that paper back up here and then cut, just so you can see how quick it is to cut this out. Now, because this is such a big stamp, you really need the Stamparatus, because this is my biggest. There is a bigger one that Stampin' Up! Sells, and I haven't bought it yet because, and I don't know that I will, because actually the Stamparatus, it's $50, you know, 49 something, but it's so useful, and actually I'll probably only want this. So anyhow, to use your Stamparatus, I still am having trouble stamping by the hinge no matter how many things I put in here. So you can buy this extra foam pad. I kind of forget now what comes with the Stamparatus. I think this pad comes with the purchase. It's supposed to be enough to give your photopolymer stamps the boost, but it doesn't. So I bought this little foam pad that you can buy also, and I'm still having some trouble with it. But anyway, the upshot is that you put your cardstock in, and if you put it flush against the corner, you're gonna know where it was. So if it does shift, you'll be able to move it back into place. The magnets actually are gonna prevent almost all shifting from happening, but just in case, that's what I will do, is stick it in the corner. And then I'm gonna put this stamp kind of away from the hinge so that I can, I'll be more sure to get a good impression on all the edges. And this is a big one, so the middle doesn't, you put your stamp down the way where you want it on your paper, push this down, and now that's gonna go right where I want it. And I did real red before. I guess I can stick with that. Oh, here's cherry cobbler. Let's try that. I haven't done this one yet, so let's try it. Now, when you're going to stamp up your ink pad, you want to have something underneath here. Actually, the case of the stamps that you're using is a better support. It's the right height. So I'm just going to ink that up, and we will see what kind of an impression I get. Now I see I've got some on the edge here, but that wouldn't really matter anyway. And if I don't like what I got, see how messed up it is here in a few places? I can just go over it again because it's not going to move. It's going to be in the same place. So I'm going to just ink up a little bit more where I need to. And I'll know to press there a little bit harder too. But I don't want to press too much on some of the other parts that already went really good. This is the spot that I've been having a hard time with. It looks pretty inked up. I don't think it's the inking that's the issue. I think it's me not pressing enough right there. Voila. Isn't that nice? So you can keep going over and over until you get the exact impression that you want. So I'm gonna just put my magnets back. When you're using the Stamparatus, don't get your magnets together because they break. I actually broke one of mine just a tiny bit off because I didn't know that when I first bought it. And because they're really super strong, so they're very attracted and they will just jam together and then break. And then this little tape at the end is just some duct tape I put on, or painter's tape actually, I think, to give me a handle, because on the bottom is the storage spot for these magnets. But to lift those off is really tough. You really want to have a little handle to do that with. Now I'm gonna clean this later. I'm gonna just stick my other one, it comes with 2 plates. And the reason it's nice to have 2 plates is if you have a stamp that has several steps, it's nice to have another plate. But for now, I'm gonna just put this aside because I'd like to show you how quick you can just cut these little tags out with a Big Shot. It's gonna be super fast. Now the Big Shot comes with let's see, what does it come with? It comes with not this magnetic platform. The magnetic platform is nice when you need really accurate placement. And actually, I kind of do with this one, so I will use the magnetic plate. That I had to buy separate because it actually comes with this Big Shot platform that's not magnetic, and it works great for when you don't care if it shifts around a little bit, but if it needs to shift, or if you don't want it to shift, you need the magnetic plate. Then it also comes with this thin die adapter, which is useful for various things. And it comes with, it comes with 2 cutting plates. Now my cutting plates, you can see, are very well used. Getting caved in and back a little, but they still work great. I do have a couple of other ones that I just bought, but I want to save those for when I'm using my embossing things. Don't rip up the cutting pad so much, so I'm saving those for my embossing. So you put your cutting pad down on top of your magnetic platform. And this is gonna, oops, I guess it would help if I had this going. No, I did have it going the right way. You can place this right over where you want the, it's hard to line up sometimes for me when I'm not, unless I stick my head right in there, but I think that's pretty close. And then I'm going to put my little plate on here, and I think I might roll it through a couple of times. I don't know that I really need to. That clicking sound is a good sound. It just means that it's cutting. And I think 1 roll was probably plenty, but just to be sure, I'll do it a couple of times. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of this because it's so big. It's actually not that heavy, it's just large. And you can see how quickly and easily you can cut out all kinds of really cute little tags. Oh, isn't that sweet? I love that. That is magnificent. So I'm going to swing you back up again. And let's see if I'm upside down. Good, I'm not upside down today. Yesterday I was upside down when I did that. And I hope you don't get seasick. These are the thinlets. Some people were saying, what are the thinlets? Well, these are it. You got to have that big shot. Okay, this does work on other cutting, rolling type machines, but those other ones are not as easy to use. And so the big shot is the smaller, I think, of the Sizzix has several. Well, several. They probably have 3. There are some really big ones that are really expensive, but that big shot works really well, and you will use it for all these thinlets, cuts wonderful things out, and for the also embossing folders, it's big enough to take most of those folders through, and I love it. Lots of things that you can make that are really pretty. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time, Monday at 1 o'clock. Share my videos. You'll win a prize too. Bye.